Hey, what's up, guys? KoolKanto coming at you with yet again another Pokemon Wi-Fi match. This one is versus, I just know his character name, which is JFK. I was just looking for a quick battle before I was going to bed, so I just wanted to battle, then go to bed. And that's exactly what I got here. So he is running a Sunny Day team, so I'm going out to Coleman because he had immense, all of his fire types, and then he also has a Milotic. So I know that Coleman is going to be able to do pretty good damage to whatever he sends out first. So he sends out his Ments, and the Ment has Yashi Berry. So my Ice Beam does like nothing to it. So that totally sucks. So I don't know if he predicted me to switch or didn't know that Coleman has Volt Absorb. He goes for the Thunder Fang after getting the Dragon Dance up, and I'm able to live that no problem because it would give me back HP if it did. If I had any damage. So he goes into Infernape, and I know that Coleman is going to be very, very important if I'm going to win this match. So I take him out and I send in Shaman, thinking that I'm gonna be bulky and that I should be able to Leech Seed him or do something to just annoy this Infernape. But he gets up a Swords Dance, which is gonna bring his attack up 2 stages, and even though Shaman's pretty bulky, he is not gonna be able to take that Fire Punch, which totally sucks. But this Infernape is Life Orbed, so it's going to be wearing himself down a little bit also. I send in Toka, my Caracosta, because I know he's going to be able to take whatever he dishes out at me, even if it is a super effective Thunder Punch, because of my great EV investment in my defense and also Solid Rock, which I think might have helped. And I go for the Shell Smash, knowing that I'm going to raise my attack, and then I'm going to be able to Aqua Jet and take him out after my White Herb here brings back up my defenses. But he does have the Mach Punch, and I'm thinking, crap. So he takes out Toka, and Toka does nothing this match, which totally sucks. But that was a mistake on my part. I probably should have just Aqua Jetted right away. So I send in Coleman because he's the next best thing to take it out. And he goes for the Mach Punch so he can outspeed because he knows that I'm Scarfed from earlier. And his Mach Punch does a crap ton of damage. So now I'm going to have to be super careful about what I do with Coleman. And that's going to suck for me. But luckily for me, he doesn't have any rocks up, so I'm going to be able to switch in and out freely. So here he sends in my Milotic because he knows I'm going to have to switch because Scald is not going to be able to do anything to him. And I send in Plasma here just because I'm going to try and fodder things out, just so I can fodder it out, bring Coleman back in, take something out, and then he's going to bring something to resist whatever I have. So he goes for the Dragon Pulse because I also have a Dragonite on this team, and he was probably predicting that to come in to resist whatever water attack it's Hydro Pump or whatever. So I'm able to get Stealth Rocks up, which I'm hoping is going to be huge for me because he's not going to be able to switch in and out his pokes as often, and he also has a Volcarona, which is going to take a crap ton of damage when it gets switched in. So hopefully I'll be able to take it out in one hit. So I send back in Coleman after Heatran goes down. And I go for the Volt Switch because I was thinking he would switch to something else, predicting an electric type attack. And I do that, and I switch into Chivalry, my Glade. But Volt Switch did not do very much at all, and his Milotic lives with a lot of health. So that totally sucks. But it is Life Orbed also, so it's also wearing itself down quite a bit. So I just go for the Close Combat, knowing that that's going to be my strongest move that I'm going to be able to use to hit this with. And I'm able to take out this Milotic. So that's good for me because this Milotic was a wall that would definitely get in trouble, or get me in trouble, make me think about not doing electric type attacks when I should, or making me have to do different predictions. So here he sends in his Ninetales, and this is going to get its Drought ability and get Sun Up. So that's going to suck bad, because now it's going to weaken Coleman's attack, and Coleman doesn't really have the best special attacking stat, but it's not too bad. But the Sun is definitely going to hinder me quite a bit. So he misses a Fire Blast, which is kind of big, because that would have definitely taken out my Chivalry, but I am now able to take out his Ninetales with Stone Edge, which doesn't miss. So, pretty awesome. So here he sends in his Volcarona, and he's able to outspeed, because Glade is a piece of garbage when it comes in the speed department. So Glade goes down after he uses a Hurricane, and I just switch in Coleman to be able to get a Scald off and hopefully kill it, because he's at half health right now, and Coleman is my fallback right now. But super effective damage does almost nothing to this Volcarona in the Sun, which blows hard. So now one of the major pieces of my team is gone. And now he has his Volcarona left and a Chandler. And I know he's not going to switch the Chandler, so I go for the normal type extreme speed, because if he does switch, when Volcarona comes back in, he's going to die from the Stealth Rocks. So he can't switch. And I go for the extreme speed, and it lives. It lives with just a sliver of health, and he hits me with a Hurricane. So I have to hit him with a second extreme speed, which sucks. I would have loved to have all that health. And then he gets the burn. But luckily for me, I'm carrying a Lumberry, so the burn, not really that big of a deal. But I still would have loved to have that HP and not take that Hurricane. So he sends in the Chandler, and it takes its South Rock damage, and it hits me with a Shadow Ball. And I'm thinking, okay, please live this Shadow Ball. Live this Shadow Ball, and we'll just hit him with a Draco Meteor. But I do not live the Shadow Ball, and I die. So that was a good match. 0-1 in the opponent's favor, but nonetheless a pretty good match. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and don't forget to like, comment, and sub, and I will check you dudes later. Peace out.